What's going on, guys? It's Greg here. I just want to go over the Cammenga U.S. military issue lensatic compass in Tritium. So let's get started. So this is my favorite compass. I've had many different compasses before. I've been hunting and hiking since I was a teenager, so I've used a lot of different compasses when I go hunting because I go off the trails and I need a good compass. So this is my favorite compass right here. This is just the U.S. military issue, U.S. Army olive drab compass pouch. It has the Alice. This one's set up for Alice clips. I actually like the old Alice ones better. They're a little bit, the snap is a little more stiff. It's a little harder to open, which is good, because if you have this on your backpack, like I normally mount this on my backpack, or I'll put it on my waist, and I don't want it to unsnap. Like if a branch hits this, I don't want it to unsnap. I want it to have a good solid snap. You can hear the snap. See, it's a nice positive snap. It takes a good amount of force to open it, and I like that. You don't want like a flimsy snap that's going to open real easily. It's got a drain hole on the bottom. It's this nice nylon material. I just have a malice clip, and I have it set up so that way I can put it on my belt. I can slide my belt through here, or I could use the malice clip to weave it through some molly. So let's just get started with the actual compass then. So basically, this is the compass here. It comes with a lanyard. The lanyard's pretty long. I would say it's probably, if you hang it around your neck, it'll drop down towards your waist, and so it's a pretty long lanyard. I think it's designed for, what you do is you want to, let's say you're using this to navigate, especially in like a precision type situation where you're checking your compass often. You basically just hang it around your neck, so if you have to check your bearings very often, you're going to be able to do that. Your azimuth, you want to check your azimuth. So it just says U.S. on the front. It's very ruggedly built. It's like a heavy duty aluminum. This one I got in camouflage. I think it's in Realtree camouflage. Let's see. So I'm gonna open it up now. This is how you open it. It just has this metal that folds down, and you actually you use this to get your azimuth when you're actually taking a reading with it. So then you just unwrap the you unwrap the lanyard. This is what the lanyard looks like. It's not paracord. It's some type of just like a nylon type of lanyard. I'll measure it for you guys. It's about 3 feet, I would say. It's about a 3-foot lanyard. So here I'll show you. It says Cammenga Model 3H. This one has a tritium vials in it. You would definitely want to have tritium. If you have a compass, you want it to glow in the dark in case you got to take bearings at night. So basically you got your lens here. This is for your sighting mirror. You sight this just like that. What you do is you bend the compass down. You bend this thing down here, the mirror, the sight. You bend it down just to like a 45-degree angle. You put your thumb through here and you hold it just like this. You rest it here and you hold it up to your cheek, and you aim it just like a rifle. So here's like your notch, and you line it up here with the string, just like that. And then what you do is when it's against your cheek is going to be over here on this side, on the left side, or if you're a lefty, it'll be on this side, right? If you're a lefty. And then then what you do, this has a magnifying lens. You could see, you can see the readings in here. See, it says 320. So once you have it lined up like a rifle sight, you just peer down through the magnifier, and you can see the black line in here. You see the black line? That black line that's where your reading is going to be. So I'm obviously holding it crooked now, so it's not accurate, but you're going to basically line that up with that black line. You're going to sight through it. I'll do a video after this of showing you how to how to take a bearing with this, how to take an azimuth. And it also, the needle, the compass, it locks when you push this down past, like, when it's like almost completely flat, like past, I don't know, 10 degrees. Once you get close to being flat, it locks, so once you push it down, it locks the needle in place. So it's not gonna, so this way what you can do is you can lock your, let's say you're sighting it, let's say you're up here, you're sighting it, and then you look down through here and you find your azimuth. All you do is once you find your azimuth, you keep looking at it and you hold everything steady and you just push down like this. And once you push down like that, it'll lock it in, and then you could use that for reference if you want to write it down, or, if you don't remember it, whatever, it's, it's very handy, but it just locks it in place. You see it as soon as I do it, it doesn't, see here, it doesn't move. It's locked now. The compass is locked. And then watch when I open it. See, it moves. It goes right to the north. I'll show you again. So basically, it's a very simple compass. It has this, the door here. It's a nice solid. The hinge here, this hinge. It's a solid, very solid hinge. When you close it and when you open it, it has like a little. Has like a little resistance to it. You can feel it, so it has a sturdy feel. It's a very sturdy compass. So yeah, it's just basically it also has milliradians. It has if you know how to use mils, it's more for the military. I'm not going to get into mils, but mils are used for a variety of things, primarily for range estimation. Use milliradians. So this has milliradians, and it also has degrees, so that's adds to the flexibility. Whoops. Sorry about that. That adds to the flexibility of the compass. If you want to use this for determining your range to a target, you can actually use that if you're doing like long range shooting. You could try to. But anyway, so the bezel is nice. At each click of the bezel is 3 degrees. So you can hear the bezel. Listen. It's got a nice, solid, positive feel. So it's, nice. It's definitely very nice, Let's see, what else? Alright, so what I'm going to do is actually, I'm going to turn the lights off and I'll show you the tritium. But basically, tritium is a radioactive substance. It's not harmful, but it has, the east and the west is, it lights up. And actually the arrow, this is also not a liquid-filled compass. It's not liquid filled, so that's a positive. Sometimes those liquid filled compasses, they get like a bubble in them if air gets in there, and then they're not good anymore. So it's not a bubble filled compass, so that's another positive. It makes it more rugged. It's got a metal arrow, which is good. The east and the west light up. They're tritium. They glow in the dark, and then the north also lights up here. You can see, and then also over here, underneath on the bezel here, this glows in the dark right here as well. So when you're taking your measurement, you can use that. Once you take your measurement, this is going to be this is how you navigate with this. I'm not going to really get into it, but basically you line this up with your north line. You see how it's lined up there? And that's the direction that I know. Let's say I had it set already. Once you have the degrees set for whatever length that whatever degree you set it at, then you just line these up when you're checking your azimuth to make sure you're going in the right direction. What you do is, so like if I'm holding it like this, it's not right. I have to line them up. You see how they're lined up? Let's see here. See how they're lined up? See, now they're lined up, so now I know that I'm going in the right direction. I'm going straight where the string is pointed. That's where I'm heading. and there's also glow in the dark here, so you can use it, you can sight this at night. You know, you can sight this at night with the you have one vial up here and one vial under here, and then also underneath the black line here, which you use to read your reading, underneath you have also glow in the dark at the bottom. I'll show you guys that. Let's see what else. So then we'll get to the side here. It's got a centimeter ruler, and you use that on your maps. You know, on a 1 by 50,000 map. You know, this is your, so this will be, these are centimeters, so this is a centimeter, that's 2 centimeters, 3, you know, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, you know, 9. So this is centimeters. On a 1 by 50,000 map, which is what the military uses, this is going to tell you how many meters you're going. So 2,000 meters is going to be right here in the middle of the zeros. That's 2,000 meters. So when you lay this down on a 1 by 50,000 map, this is going to be your 2,000 meters, your 4,000, and your 6,000 meters, you know, or your 6 kilometers, 4 kilometers, 2 kilometers. And on a 1 by 100,000 map, each centimeter is going to be 1 kilometer. So, you know, just remember that. And if it's a 1 by 25,000, then it's going to be every 4 centimeters is going to be 1 kilometer. You know, so it's good that they put that on there, because if you're using this to navigate on, let's say you want to plot a course, let's say, you know, you want to go from A to B, you know, and you want to plot a course on a map, on a topographical map, you know how long it's going to take each leg of the route, you know, and so that's very handy. So that's basically it. This is the Cammenga compass, Tritium compass. I'm going to shut the light off. I'm going to show you what it looks like with the light off, with the Tritium, and then I'm going to show you how to use it. So stick with me. Alright guys, so I'm in the dark here. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it or not, but let's see, is it coming in? No, maybe I may have to use a little more light. Let's see here. Let's see. Doesn't look like it's focusing. You know what, guys? Sorry about that. Yeah, it's going to be hard for it to show up, you know. My camera just can't detect the tritium. So I'm just going to do a quick video now of showing you how to use it, alright? Hold on one second. Alright guys, so I'm going to show you now how to use this compass, alright? So basically what you're going to do is you're going to open it up. You know, you're going to open your compass up. You're going to open this up here. Let's take that out. You got this thing here. And what you're going to do is you're just going to open it up like this. You're going to open your sight, and you don't have to open it all the way, just you want to do it 45 degrees, because you have to look through that and get your azimuth. So you open this up, and then you line up, you got your sight here, you got this string, and then you got your rear sight right here. That's a little notch. You see the notch? See how I'm lining it up in the string? See that? And then you got your tritium on the top and bottom if you want to do it at night, or if you just want to navigate at night, you can use that as that's your direction of travel. So basically what you do is you put your thumb through here and you cradle it just like this on your finger, on your hand, you know, just like this. And what you do is you line it up like this, and then you look through the mirror. See if I could show you. You cradle the compass like this. You hold it up to your cheek, you know, and you line up the sight, you know, and you look down and you get your number. So I'm right at 51 degrees. You know, once I get 51 degrees, I'll remember that number, and then I'll lock it in place. So I lock it now. So now it's locked. The compass isn't going to move. Then what I do is I turn my bezel here. I turn my bezel. You see where the line is here, this line on the bezel, and I turn that up until it lines up with the north, with the one on the north. All right. and then once it's, once I line it up, then I'm good to go. And now I know that all I have to do is I just have to line up the bezel one, the line on the bezel with the line on the north arrow, and as long as they're lined up together, then I know that I'm heading in the right direction, and I'm gonna sight it down this way. I'm gonna look down this way, and I'm gonna make sure it's lined up, and that's gonna be my. Let me see if I can show you. Actually, I'm gonna show you with the camera real quick. Hold on. Let's see. Hold on 1 second. All right, guys. So I'm gonna show you how once you get your azimuth, you take your reading down. You take your azimuth. Once you take your azimuth, and I showed you, you turn the bezel until it lines up. And then basically every time you want to check your direction of travel, all you do is you pull your compass out, and then you adjust the compass. You turn it until the line on the bezel here lines up with the line on the north arrow. And once it's lined up, then you can look down this direction here. You see the two tritium lines here and the string, and that's going to be your direction of travel right there. So as you can see, if you look closely, you may not be able to see, but it's at 51 degrees, just right exactly where I took the azimuth. Right now, you can see it's at 51. So it's definitely a good compass. I highly recommend this. It's my favorite compass. It's very well built. It comes with a lanyard. And you really can't go wrong. They cost about maybe $70 now. And it's got the tritium. You can obviously get the non-tritium version for a little bit less, for like $15 less, but if you're going to spend that much money, you might as well just go all the way and just get yourself a tritium one. It's just another $10 or $15, and it's worth it because you can navigate at night. You can navigate at night. So that's basically it, guys. Thanks for watching. And I'm not getting sponsored by this company or paid for this review. I'm basically just reviewing this because I think it's a good product. It's American made, and I think that you guys should get yourself one. I think it'll help you a lot in your survival and your prepping. So that's it for now, guys. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.